It is January the 2nd and I got a haircut. Ta-da! I also worked on the end of book 2 of the Big Lie series, which will be out in June. And much depends on the reality you believe in when it comes to the end. More accurately, much depends on who is in charge of creating the reality in your head. What leads us nicely to the question, how does it work, this reality thing? I mentioned before that between medieval times and Renaissance, something fundamentally changed in the mindset of quite a lot of humans. They suddenly believed in the power of observation and experience, like Newton, who was hit by an apple and discovered universal gravitation, or Darwin, who observed various animals in isolated environments and came up with the theory of natural selection. Go us! The fun thing, though, was that one of the things we discovered through observation was that our observations were not at all what we thought. Namely, they were not the same for everyone. They couldn't be because the senses we base our observations on are, shall we say, improvable. When it comes to vision, for example, the eye has design flaws like its small size that leads to a limited light gathering power, or the fact that this limited amount of light has to travel through several cellular layers before it gets to the rods and cones that work as photoreceptors. There are huge blind spots thanks to the anatomy. Whatever picture is created is always only sharp in the absolute center, and there is the fact that of the delay. No matter how fast the transmission and computing, the data gathered is always from the past. What's true for vision is true for the rest of our senses. We deal with limited data input. How comes that we experience a correct story that feels complete then? Because our brain is a great storyteller. It takes the data from the past and makes predictions of how the scene will unfold based on past experiences and knowledge. And it will make adjustments as it goes, and the predictions turn out to be rubbish. Since no two people have the exact same experience and knowledge, we are a very diverse bunch after all. No two realities are truly the same, even when we sit right next to each other at the beach and watch the sunset into the ocean. The thing to remember is, the way we create our reality makes the system susceptible to interference, especially when we consider that we are only conscious of 5% of our cognitive activity. So most of our reality, our decisions, actions, and behavior depend on 95% of brain activity that is unconscious and was solely governed by feelings and emotions. We are shown certain messages often enough. We use the data in the creation of our reality, our truth. The combination of words and pictures is especially powerful when it comes to influencing as well as messing with the creation of our reality, as this combination speaks to the conscious and the subconscious mind. And what are we overexposed to today? Videos. The less you help your brain cope, the more others create the reality in which you are forced to live. It makes for a suspenseful plot, but no one likes to wake up the victim in a thriller.